be popular in the restaurants here as well. This is a dish where we add Indian cottage cheese or paneer pieces in the pureed spinach curry. It has ginger, garlic, tomato, onion, your normal, all of the ingredients that we use in the Indian cooking. It's a mild sauce that is made with pureed spinach. I like using fresh spinach. So that's what I have used in this recipe. It is a quick and easy recipe that anybody can make it and enjoy. Let's move on to looking at the ingredients. Okay, tell me when you're ready. So here you can see I have taken about 2 tablespoons of oil and also 2 tablespoons of butter. I like to add butter in my palak paneer recipe. I'll add about a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a bay leaf that I've broken into half. Let that crack a little bit. Next goes the onions. So I have finely chopped my onions. If you want, you can also make a little puree out of it. If you don't like pieces, I mean there won't be any pieces. I'll try to cook it really good. But you know, some people they like really smooth curry when it comes to palak paneer. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll fry the onions and go ahead and grind them along with like ginger, garlic, or any other spices that we're using. For this one, the recipe is on my blog under the Hungry Palate. I have the recipe for palak paneer, so in that as well I've used chopped onions. I wanted to show you this method. So the goal here is to fry the onions till they're translucent. We're not going to brown them or anything. And after they are a little translucent, we'll add our ginger garlic paste. So as you can see, the onions have browned up a little bit, just like a light that covers a couple minutes. I'll add my ginger garlic paste. We'll cook it for a few seconds to get the raw smell out. Always best to use fresh ginger and garlic. I like adding more ginger in this recipe than garlic actually. This time I've used the paste that I had. Next I'll add the tomatoes and the green chilies. As I mentioned earlier, you can make a tomato puree and add at this point as well. I have added 1 chopped tomato and a couple tablespoons of fresh tomatoes. I'll add a mixture of it. We'll also go ahead and add our dry spices at this point. Dry spices. The recipe for palak paneer, palak paneer is a very mild, delicate dish. So you don't want to overpower it with too many spices or masala. It should be like a little subtle. So you don't want to add a lot of spices to it. The flavors mainly come from tomatoes, onions, and your ginger, garlic per se. So that's why you'll see that quantity of dry spices is not a lot. We'll go ahead and add just a little bit water. We're adding just like a tablespoon or so of water. So while we cook our masala here, we'll reduce the flame to medium and try to bruno our masala for about 2 to 3 minutes till you see the oil starting to separate from the sides. I've been frying the masala, the mixture for like 5 to 6 minutes. Just check it time to time. You can use the back of your spoon or spatula to kind of mush it to give it a little bit more of a smoother consistency. And if you want, you can even grind it at this point. Let it cool down a little bit, grind it, put it back in there with your spinach puree. Okay, so now it's time to add our spinach. Another tip is, like last time I got a big bag of spinach, so I went ahead and boiled the entire bag and pureed it and made it into like little containers. You can freeze it that way in your portion size that you would like to use at a time. And put it in mason jars or plastic containers and freeze it accordingly. And just take them up when you need to eat them. You can use some mushrooms in this curry. You can use it with any vegetables you want. We'll add some water to it. So here I'm going to try to use like about half a cup of water. Go with your consistency that you like. You can add vegetable stock if you want, vegetable broth. Mix it well, add some salt. And salt to your taste. We like to eat a little less salt, so I've added about like quarter teaspoon. You see it's coming to a little boil. We'll simmer it for just a couple minutes, just a minute or so, because the spinach is already boiled, so it's already cooked. The point here is to let the spices come together before we go ahead and add our paneer cubes in it. Go ahead and add the paneer cube pieces. I don't like to fry the paneer. I like to keep it as it is. I like the texture and the freshness of the paneer in there. If you can make homemade paneer, even better. These I like to buy from Costco or Indian store. You would have noticed that most of my Indian food videos don't have any red chili powder. That's because I don't use red chili powder. I use whole red chilies in some of my food. But feel free to add spices, especially the peppers, according to your taste. You like it spicy. I keep it a little towards the milder side or medium spicy because the kids eat all of the food now. So I do it, and then there are days that I will really indulge and make it super spicy for Rohit. But this one, there's no red chili in any of my food, but you can always, I use mostly green chilies, but make sure to add like a teaspoon or so of red chili according to your taste. So now we have the paneer pieces in there. We'll go ahead and put the lid on. And this is also a good time if you want to do a salt check, go ahead and do that. If everything looks good, cover the lid and let it simmer for about a couple minutes until the palak puree or the palak sauce, the spinach sauce, gets inside the paneer. So it's all ready now. You can add some heavy cream to it if you have at home. You can do without it as well. And that's it. It is all ready to be served with naan, chapati, hot steamed rice. So this was the recipe, everybody, of how to make simple, quick palak paneer at home. Hope you enjoyed it.